the problem this morning. Okay, we got it. Good afternoon. May I have your attention? In a few moments, this commencement ceremony for the class of 2020 and 2021 will begin. As the bagpiper starts to play, please rise and remain standing through the invocation of the national anthem. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Frank Millerick, Vice President of Student Affairs and Director of Athletics. I would like to welcome everyone in attendance and those who are joining us via live stream. Our purpose in gathering today is to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. We ask that you do not change your assigned seating at any time during the ceremony. Please do not come down to the floor to take pictures of your graduates. Each graduate will have their picture taken by a professional photographer when they receive their diploma cover. Students, Please leave your mask on until you reach the stage. You may leave it off until you return to your seat. It is with great pleasure that I welcome everyone, the class of 2020 graduates and their families and supporters, and the class of 2021 graduates and their families and supporters, to mark the start of the 232nd and 233rd commencement of Becker College. It is always an honor to introduce members of the Becker College faculty. I would now like to ask Reverend Professor Michael J. Keating to come to the podium and deliver the invocation.
We are gathered here today to celebrate the hard work each and every one of you has completed to achieve your college degree. And also, together, now we ask the oneness of the Spirit of life to watch over you as you go forth to make a difference that matters. And that there's a spirit that's in each and every one of you that will link us forever to these times and to this place and to each other. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Professor Keating. Please continue to stand for the national anthem. Please be seated. I now have the honor and privilege of introducing to you our first student speaker today. Please welcome the class of 2021 student speaker, Corinne Cooper, who will graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a concentration in veterinary technology. Corinne.
Thank you. Dear graduates, friends, family, Becker faculty and staff, the Becker community, and the proud family and friends who were not able to join us today, but are here in spirit. I have been awarded the honorable task of sharing with you my unique experiences at Becker and how they've had an impact on my life. So I stand here today not to talk about myself, but to simply say, thank you. As students, we ask a lot of the world. Some of us are handed silver platters, while others are handed far less. Despite what we are given, we have learned to succeed and thrive with the people in our lives. And as for the people within the Becker community, we have learned to do just that. From teachers who offered us a home-cooked meal and taught us that love has several meanings, to the friends who became family when ours were far away, we thank you. Without you, we would not have Becker to call a home away from home, and we would not be here today with Cheshire Kins on our faces and driven passion in our hearts. The education you have blessed us with reaches far beyond the lessons any textbook will ever take us, and the core values we have discovered will help us carry through difficult decisions, teach us the art of letting go, and help see what's really important in our lives. We have developed a culture of change here at Becker, a culture that will influence other people, the workplace, society, and our hearts. A friend once asked me, do you want to change? This question can be applied to anything. Do you want to change yourself for the better? Or change the way we see the world by shining a brighter light on it? Our time at Becker has taught us to be prepared for change by embracing our challenges and knowing that you are surrounded by loved ones willing to hold your hand and change with you. Thank you, Becker family, for being our leader and showing us the way. Yesterday, we followed in your footsteps. Today, we walk beside you. We all have individual and collective memories instilled in us forever. Tokens, stories, events, and people who will always remind us of our career at Becker and how we have been deeply impacted. So when I was asked to share with you my story, I couldn't, not because I don't have anything to remember, but because it is not just mine, it is ours. And although this chapter of our lives has come to an end, the book we are writing isn't finished. So whether a trilogy or the first volume of many, Becker is and always will be a place we will not forget. Should we ever feel lost, Becker has taught us that being alone does not mean you are lonely, and that it's okay to ask for help every once in a while. The graduates sitting before you have accomplished so much during their college career, and believe me, they're just getting started. In the last year, these students have brought laughter in a time of heartache. They have opened a world to a golden age of gaming and built bridges between broken communities. President Crimmin, I think we finally understand the agile mindset. We have learned to think outside the realm of possibilities. Why confine ourselves to the perimeter of a box when there is so much more? Becker has shown us that family consists of people, not always related by blood, and that even a community of 2,000 people can make an impact. After all, a small drop of water can have 1,000,000 ripples. So when today we graduate, the experiences we had yesterday will become lessons tomorrow. Graduates, be proud of yourselves for undertaking a difficult challenge, a pandemic that left the world in pieces. In it all, you have gained patience, humility, kindness, and the knowledge of what it means to be human. We owe it to ourselves, to the people we have lost, and to the people here today supporting us. It is our gift to them to continue moving forward, to pick up the pieces, to change, and to make a difference. Today, we are celebrating our story with our ink-stained hands and pens with caps chewed off. We turn a new page to a new beginning, one that we each get to write. So, from one author to another, and as the protagonists of our own story, we leave here today with the future bright open. After our caps have been tossed, tears of joy have fallen down our faces, and we have said our goodbyes to Becker. Let us look ahead so that when we get in our cars and feel the warmth of the sun on our faces and the cool May breeze in our hair, we all will be driving down the unpaved road of endless possibilities with one lingering question. What's next? Thank you.
Thank you, Corinne. It is now my pleasure to introduce the second student speaker of the day from the class of 2020. Michael McMahon is one of the most honored graduates in the history of Becker College. He was the first and only student to receive both the Dean's Award and the President's Award. He graduated with a degree in sports management and was on the Dean's list every semester of his college career. He graduated with a perfect 4.0 grade point average. He was an active member of the Becker community through his involvement in clubs, organizations, and community service. Trust me, there is not enough time in the day to tell you all about Michael's achievements. Outside of the classroom, Mike played outfield for the Hawks baseball team for 4 years. In the shortened 2020 season, Mike was off to his best start ever, leading the team with a .428 batting average. During his time at Becker, Mike was highly respected by his peers as a leader. He was dedicated to his teammates, his classmates, to our core values, and to our community. Please welcome Mike McMahon.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to thank each and every one of you for being here today, where we have the privilege of celebrating the immense success, memories, and subsequent graduation of the Becker College classes of 2020 and 2021. I am immensely humbled and truly honored to have the opportunity to stand before you all today, but I would be remiss if I do not personally thank all of the faculty, administrators, teachers, and coaches that are in this room today. Without them, none of this is possible. And lastly, before I get into the rest of this speech, I'd like to say hello to my friends and family who are in the stands and made the trip here to support me. It truly means a lot that you're here with me today. Okay, now let's get into the speech. I promise it won't be too long. Being a graduating senior, it seems like these 4 years have gone by in the blink of an eye. But when I was first deciding on where I wanted to attend college, I wanted to find a home. Many times when attending a big school, you can become lost in the shuffle and be seen only as a number. That being said, 4 years ago, I was not completely certain that I had made the right decision coming here to Becker. I was away from home, filled with anxiety, and unsure if I was going to be able to adapt to a new environment. Man, was I wrong. Deciding to come here to Becker has been one of the most important decisions of my short adult life so far. There are a multitude of reasons as to why I believe this to be true, but to encompass it all, I would say that my time at Becker has made me into the man I am today. Becker has given me the ability to grow as a student, an athlete, a leader, and as a person. And one of the biggest ways in which this happened is through the college's encouragement to step outside of your comfort zone. Over the course of my journey through Becker, I've had gone from a freshman that got up at 6 a.m. each and every morning for tutoring and math to becoming a tutor myself. From being a quiet, hardworking newcomer on the baseball team who was just happy to be there to a 2-year captain. From someone who only had an interest in helping with organizations such as Special Olympics to now having worked Special Olympics events in 5 different states. And finally, from someone who was reserved in nature to speaking in front of you all today. I would never in my wildest dreams think that I would be accomplishing the things that I have, be meeting the people that I've met, be involved in the organizations that I'm in, and grow as much as an individual, or even be standing before you all today. And I owe it all to the support system and culture created by this institution. Becker gave every opportunity to get involved, to grow, and to truly find yourself, as long as you had the courage to ask for help and the drive to work hard for what you want. I've gained memories, life skills, and relationships that will last me a lifetime, and for that, I am forever grateful. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for welcoming me into your family and backing me with the amount of support that you have. As I've touched upon in this speech, Becker does an amazing job implementing skills and lessons that will lead each and every one of us in this room to immense success in whichever career path we go down. But the future is not what I want to focus on today. As a culture, I believe we've gotten way too obsessed with constantly searching and asking about what's next instead of truly taking in the moment and taking pride in what we just accomplished. This day is about you, this celebration is about you, and I don't want to have fear, uncertainty, or even just a driven focus on what's next to come to take away from that. What I do want to focus on is closure. Closure is what I can't seem to get out of my brain. Closure is something that we all yearn for, but we never always achieve. And there's many instances in life where we even take solace and find inner peace in knowing that we'll never get closure that we seek in a given scenario. But this graduation, this ceremony, and these combined classes are different. Although this event, this privilege, and this honor of being here today are all of the adjectives I just stated previously, at the end of the day it was earned, and even more importantly, it was deserved. I remember the exact day in Florida when our coach brought the team together before the second game of a doubleheader and told us this very well could be the last time you're all together at once. We were getting on the next flight home, not returning back to our classmates and friends, but back home to a boatload of uncertainty. Time passed. All I could think is, it can't end this way. Surely just 2 more weeks and this will all subside. We'll be back with our Becker family to finish what we earned and get what we deserve. Alas, this time never came. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and it's still insane to fathom, but months have turned into more than a year. We sat home, gathered around the computer with loved ones to see the virtual ceremony done on YouTube. And although I'm so grateful for the college's immediate response and every effort that was made to do everything in their power to celebrate us as a class, the few seconds that went by seeing our names scroll past on the screen, it just didn't feel right. It couldn't possibly end this way. On a personal level, I know the immense pride that my friends and family have for me and my successes here at school, but there was an anticlimactic sense of, well, I guess that's it. These years, all this hard work, all this struggle, everything we worked for over the years was condensed into a 4-second name clip on YouTube. We never got our justified time in the spotlight, and we seemingly made it steps away from the finish line just to have the rug pulled out from underneath us. There is such an amazingly diverse group of individuals here today whose ability to not only manage their time, but to be successful has created real positive change on both the Becker College campus and the community as a whole. Being able to balance full school load, working full-time jobs, facilitating, leading, and being a part of clubs, running businesses, volunteering in the community, being a student athlete, having a social life, or even being there for your friends and family and much more has become the norm for all of you in here today in your own unique way. And although you all make it look so easy, it truly is not, and you all know that. As college students, we have so much on our plate, we are eventually just expected to get it done. And then in return, these sensational achievements are sometimes get overlooked. This is why I want you to take a minute and think to yourself. Think about your journey to where you are today, here in your cap and gowns, ready to officially earn your college degree. Think back on the memories and the years of hard work that have gotten you here. I'm sure many people have doubted you, told you you weren't good enough, told you you weren't smart enough, told you college isn't the best fit for you. And whether it be academically, athletically, or anything else in between, I know that each and every one of you have gotten through some sort of adversity and worked your butts off to be where you are today. Friends and family in the stands, this is an exercise for you as well. Think about all the hard work, the sleepless nights, the challenges that led up to this proud moment of seeing your loved ones walk across this stage. I want you all to celebrate your individual journeys. Take pride in it, and don't think about what's next. Just focus on right now. Finally, I'd like you all to take some time to try and find the section where your loved ones are sitting. Share a moment. Realize that you did it. No matter how difficult it was, you made it through. COVID was only the tip of the iceberg in regards to the obstacles and adversity we have overcome as a family. We battled through mental and physical health struggles, family tragedies, personal struggles, and many other battles that made us dig even deeper when we thought surely it couldn't get any worse. Not to mention, we did all this while being front and center in the fight against social injustices that still plague us today. This is bigger than COVID-19. This is bigger than the masks. This is bigger than the sacrifices that have come along with this past year. This is about closure. This is about justice. This is about celebration. And most importantly, this is about you. You made it here today, and no one will ever and can never take that away from you. Now, ironically enough, I'm going to take a look into the future for a brief moment. With all of this experience you now have in your back pocket, there's nothing that you cannot overcome. No matter how impossible it may seem, you'll find a way, because you already have. Some of you are already in the professional world, and others are just starting to enter into it. And I can assure you that no matter where you are in this process, you are exactly where you need to be. There will be stress, there will be success, failures, anxiety, trials and tribulations, and everything else in between. But always remember that you're exactly where you need to be and are capable of anything. Finally, I just want to thank you all one more time for giving me the opportunity to stand up here and speak. It's a memory and moment that will stick with me for the rest of my life. I'm proud to call each and every one of you here today my family, and I'm proud to say that I'm a Becker Hawk. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank Professor John Dietrich for opening our ceremony today. Professor Dietrich retired last year after almost 55 years of teaching at Becker College. And to Professor Mike Keating for the invocation. Mike is undoubtedly one of the most popular adjuncts we have here at the college. Thank you, Mike. And to Mike McMahon and Corinne Cooper, thank you for your great words. I'm sure your families are very, very proud of you. I extend a warm welcome to everyone in attendance today and to those who are watching the live stream at home. I welcome our faculty and staff, alumni, parents, families, and friends of our graduates, and our dedicated core of volunteers who help deliver upon a promise made to the class of 2020 and the class of 21 last year, who wanted more than anything to make this in-person event possible and invite their guests to celebrate their walk across this stage. This is a wonderful occasion as we honor our graduates and witness them taking their next steps into the world. I firmly believe that the future that lies ahead of you is lit by your creativity and your agility. your passions and your dreams, and your ability to be problem solvers who will improve the lives of others. As we focus on our graduates today, I would also like to take a moment to recognize those who have supported you on this amazing journey, some of whom are with us today and some of whom are at home. I want to thank the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, husbands, wives, and children of our graduates here and at home. Graduates, please help me thank your supporters. We are so proud of our graduates, and I know you all are as well. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to recognize our honorary degree recipients. In your program, there's a bio for each of our recipients. I urge you to read and learn about their many accomplishments. Unfortunately, due to the ongoing challenges of the pandemic, both Stanley Pierre Louis and Dr. Temple Grandin are not able to be with us today. Frederick Dreyer Jr., class of 1961, who could not be with us today, and his late wife, Karen Staplefield Dreyer, class of 61, are recognized as our Distinguished Alumni Award recipients. Linda Cavioli, Executive Director of the YWCA of Central Massachusetts, joined us at the 10 a.m. ceremony and was recognized.
We now come to the core business of today. It's what you all have worked so hard to achieve. Before we get there, I do want to say thank you to our graduates and to our guests for their patience. Obviously, this is a very different commencement exercise than we've had in past years. Each of you has been assigned a seat. If all goes well, our graduates to my right, their guests are sitting up there on the right. My graduates to my left, their guests are seating up there. That's a cue to our guests to pay attention and make sure that you don't miss your son, your daughter, your loved one who will be coming up here to graduate. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Amber Vail.
Students, we are gathered to mark the end of what can be titled the Becker College chapter of your lives. It also marks the beginning of the next great chapter, which we believe you are ready to begin. It has been a joy and a privilege for us, the faculty, administration, and staff at Becker College, to be part of your life and learning. Our sincere congratulations and very best wishes. You have made us proud. Madam President, please come forward. President Crimmen, I present to you with pride the class of 2020 graduates in the School of Human and Animal Health. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Leah Breaux to come to the podium. Will the class of 2020 candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise? President Crimmen, at the recommendation of the faculty, I present to you the class of 2020 candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the class of 2020 Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science candidates please come forward as directed by the student marshals to receive your diplomas?
Oham O'Kiley. Morgan Gould. Sarah Ismail. Christina Gomez. Brianna Kitts. Adriana Patricia Lake. Olivia Spring. Those were our Bachelors of Science in Biology. Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, Melissa Chauvin. Janelle Lindquist. Vincent Thron. Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science, Pre-Physical Therapy Concentration. Alexandra Lamontagne. Robert Pellerin. Kyra Texara. When you get over there, you can take it off now. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Erin Gaudet. Erica Bovenzi. Hannah Crossman. Samantha Lord. Emily Wilkins. You got it. Bachelor of Science, Veterinary Science, with a concentration in Clinical and Laboratory Animal Medicine, Kayla Kerrigan. Alexandra Clark. Emma Devlin. Are you just veterinary sciences pre-vet? Oh, okay, sorry, okay, good. Lane Kopel. Bachelor of Science, Veterinary Science with a concentration in Lab Animal Management, Shantae Upchurch. Bachelor of Science, Veterinary Science with a concentration in Pre-Veterinary Medicine, Madison On. Samantha Carter. Isabel Cohen. Stephanie Desert. Erica Dorsey. Lauren Padovano. Maria Parker. Alexis Price. Natalie Nicole Rivera. Amanda Vargas. Carla Velasquez. Allison Linda Zoiza. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a concentration in Veterinary Technology, Maria Plass. Mallory Cormier. Alyssa Jagielski.
Will the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science, Class of 2020, please rise and remain at your seats until directed by the student marshals. President Crimmen, at the recommendation of the faculty, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Associate of Science.
By the authority vested in me from the Board of Trustees in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please come forward as directed by the student marshals to receive your diplomas.
Associate of Science in Nursing, Elizabeth Thurston. Is it Soares? Okay, thank you. Juliana Soares. Vanessa Kirk. Heather Dieterle. Ciara McKissick. McLean Campbell. Paige Scott. Monica Davis Kent. Abigail Danso. Associate of Science, Veterinary Science, Animal Care, Ashley Arnold. Gianna Messina. Ashley Setterland. Andrew Seifert. Associate of Science, Veterinary Technology, Jillian Carlton. Madison Fisher. Associate of Science, Nursing. Okay. Associate of Science, Nursing, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Evelise Sambolin. Associate of Science, Veterinary Technology, Madison Jackson. Okay. Hannah Elizabeth Trottier.
Congratulations to the Becker College Class of 2020. President Crimmen, I now present to you with great pride the Class of 2021 graduates in the School of Human and Animal Health. Will the class of 2021 candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise and remain at your seats until directed by the student marshals. President Crimmen, at the recommendation of the faculty, I present to you the class of 2021 candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
By the authority vested in me from the Board of Trustees in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the class of 2021 candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please come forward as directed by the student marshals to receive your diplomas.
Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Margaret Kamani. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a concentration in veterinary technology, Abigail Gillott. Rachel Mary Mirabella. Allison Rhine. Corinne Nicole Cooper. Shay Russo. Maddie Jasmondi. Brittany M. Cornoyer. Greta Lundberg. Shannon O'Connor. No, you can't because they have to know who you are for your picture. Sorry. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology with a concentration in Mental Health Counseling, Brandon Booth. Stephanie Miller. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Rebecca Behringer. Patrick Condelli. Sarah Ismail. Paige Jones. Lexi Nieves. Madison Taylor Kathleen Reed. Thank you. Kaylin Marie Martins Casciolini. Elena Sullivan. Diana Velasquez. Bachelor of Science in Equine Studies, Courtney Furlong. Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science with a concentration in Health and Fitness, Michael Hahn. Ryan Pierce. Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science with a concentration in Pre-Physical Therapy and Health Science, David Collins. Brianna Teixeiro. Jasmine Villegas. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Jalen Arujo. Esther Bazile. Hannah Coleman. Haley Dotiel. Chrisley Dorismond. Emma Dupree. Rebecca Fairbanks. Alyssa Fury. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Sciences with a concentration in Veterinary Technology, Shannon Kelly. Allison Eldridge. Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Miranda Ferguson. Lindsay Francois. Ernest Frimpong. Arlene Garcia. Is it Gillespie? Stephanie Gillespie. Amanda Hodges. Malia James. Pronounce your last name for me. Decagai Soiree. Francisca Chirema. Kayla McCooey. Okay. Rebecca Malloy. Kylie Matuzik. Kylie McGaffigan. Olivia McGinnis. Cameron Payne. Julianne Pisani. Molly Priestley. Victoria Punchadlowski. Brianna Santiago. Dominique Santiago. Pronounce your name for me. D.U. Trong. Rebecca Thompson. Stephanie Wazel. Oh, good. Mary Wagner. Cindy Vo. Victoria Wolanski. Andrea Wimberly. Brianna Westmoreland. Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science with a concentration in Pre-Physical Therapy and Health Science, Abigail Leahy. Do you have a card? Oh, this is the right one, right? Okay, yeah, that's Sydney. Okay. Sydney Compton. How are you, Mateus? Mateus Ribeiro. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Sciences with a concentration in Pre-Veterinary Medicine, Cassandra Dykes. Jaslyn Contreras. Brenna Barra. Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science with a concentration in Pre-Physical Therapy and Health Sciences, Diana Whittier. Tavon Johnson. Stephanie Haskins. Cheyenne Gustafson. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a concentration in Pre-Veterinary Medicine, Deandra Jimenez. Margaret Fulham. Lanice Edwards. Nakiska Vaughn. Rosemary Goodwin. Olivia Moore. Samuel Joseph Majewski. Can you pronounce your last name for me? Proetti, okay. Emily Proetti. Sonia Zia. Megan Renee Weidig. Bachelor of Science in Veterinary Science with a concentration in Veterinary Technology, Autumn Audette. Oh, hi, Kira. I'm so glad you're here. Kira Maliki. Where did that go? Rebecca Lilia. Hey, Kayla. Kayla Gamel Emerald. Okay. Rika Prajapati. Kayla Minnow.
Will the class of 2021 candidates for the degree of Associate of Science please rise and remain at your seats until directed by the student marshals? President Crimmen, at the recommendation of the faculty, I present to you the class of 2021 candidates for the degree of Associate of Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the class of 2021 candidates for the degree of Associate of Science please come forward as directed by the student marshals to receive your diplomas?
Associate of Science in Nursing, Nancy Blacksmith. Is it Christine? Okay. Christine Barassa. Otto? Okay. Alexis Otto. Mary Aqua. Rose Cadet. Julia Brown. Associate of Science in Veterinary Technology, Erica Stemska. Annika Brown. Lydia Stahl. Gianna Pippin. Heather Frohock. Associate of Science in Nursing, Bridget A. Suman. Nursing still, yeah, right. Megan DeCosmo. Mackenzie Carl. Barbara Froze. Jill Tyler Gagnon. Kate Hamilton. Miranda LeClaire. Dennis Mensa. Is it Otto or Ardo? Okay. Otto Mensa Frimpong. Giacomosi? Yeah. Okay. Angela Giacomosi. Tishawn McDermott. Jamie McAuliffe. Carrie Ellis Malone II. Alyssa Pinzone. Is it Adidoja Ologunteri. Mariposa Nash Gibney. Lisa Marie Silverio. Kelsey Shea. Annabelle Shackett. Maria Brown. Is it Flaherty? Alex Flaherty. Kelsey Fogg. Oscar Puzio. Luce Van Orden. Associate of Science in Animal Care, Kelsey Gallant. Lydia Doucette. Samantha Cooperman. Marisabel Rivera. Caitlin Whitmore. Danielle McCurley. Kylie Brenna Hilberg. Associate of Science in Veterinary Technology, Madison Boudreau. Sorry. Kristen Beitelman. Emily Gerard. Emily Cabral. Michaela Crevetti. Jordan Ellis. Hold on 1 second while we wait for it to clear out. Stephanie Facile. Is it Fortier or Fortier? Fortier. Okay. Megan Fortier.
Congratulations to the Becker College class of 2021. The Dean's Award is the highest academic honor bestowed upon a graduate of Becker College. It is based solely on academic achievement and is given to a graduate of the bachelor's degree program. The recipient of the 2020 Dean's Award was Michael McMahon. President Crimmen went to the McMahon home to present the award to Mike in person. Congratulations, Mike. The recipient of the 2021 Dean's Award is Ben Shackman, who could not be with us today. Ben earned a Bachelor of Arts in Interactive Media Design with a concentration in game development and programming. Please join me in congratulating these two outstanding Dean's Award recipients.
It's now my honor to announce the recipient of the President's Award. This distinguished recognition is presented to a graduating senior who has shown outstanding school spirit throughout their time at Becker, is recognized as a leader by students and the administration, and is an active member of the Becker community through campus-wide involvement in clubs, organizations, and community service. Last year, I had the pleasure of presenting the President's Award to Mike McMahon, class of 2020. As it's been previously mentioned, Mike was or is the first student in Becker's history to win the highest academic award and the highest co-curricular award. Congratulations, Mike. This year's recipient of the class of 2021 has been described who someone who fits the description of the President's Award to a T, and I wholeheartedly agree. This year's recipient of the President's Award is Richard Maldonado. Richard graduated this morning with a Bachelor of Science in Applied Computer Science.
At this time, I would like to ask Alex Norton, class of 2015 and president of the Becker College Alumni Association, to officially welcome graduates into the Becker College extended family. Alex.
Good afternoon, President Kremen, members of the faculty, proud families, and honored guests, but most importantly you, our amazing graduates. As president of the Becker College Alumni Association, it is my great pleasure to congratulate you on reaching this important milestone. As you reflect on your time at Becker College, I hope you will remember the many remarkable experiences you've had over the past several years. The excitement of getting your acceptance letter and attending orientation, the dedicated staff and administration who welcomed you with open arms and made your transition to college as easy as possible, the talented and caring faculty members who offered encouragement and helped guide you on this journey, and the many, many friends you've made who've turned Becker College into your home away from home. Yes, you are moving on to your next adventure, but you take with you the skills, knowledge, and accomplishments of these past years. You are well prepared for the future. As you go forward to earn advanced degrees and achieve successes in the workplace, it is my sincere hope that you choose to stay connected with your Becker College community. I encourage you to join our alumni Facebook and LinkedIn groups and attend some of our virtual alumni functions, and not virtual ones in the future. While the physical presence of Becker College may be coming to a close, our Hawk spirit is more vibrant than ever in the thousands of Becker College, Becker Junior College, and Leicester Junior College alumni around the world. We are here for you, and we aren't going anywhere. This day is your first step in your journey as an alumnus of this great institution. You've made it through some of the toughest times our world has ever faced, and are more than ready to take on any challenges that life will bring. Today is your day. At this time, will the graduates from the class of 2020 and the class of 2021 please move your tassels from your right to your left? On behalf of the Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my genuine honor to officially welcome you, our 2020 and 2021 graduates, to the Becker College Alumni Association. Congratulations, you did it.
Thank you, Alex. It is now time to bring this chapter of your life to a close. President Kremen will now offer final remarks.
Graduates of Becker College, on behalf of the Becker College family, I congratulate you for all that you've had to overcome during your time with us. I commend you on a job well done. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge your faculty and staff, many who have been here at Becker for a number of years, some even decades, for their commitment to our graduates today and to all those graduates who have come before you. While our time at Becker is coming to a close, I am certain this institution will live on in our hearts and souls, and the hearts and souls of our alumni from Leicester Junior College, Becker Junior College, and Becker College. It has been said, things end, but memories last forever. Graduates, you are following in the footsteps of thousands of others who have learned at Becker and went on to create success in their personal and professional lives. From this day forward, I urge you to embark on your journey into the world with a deep appreciation for what you can contribute to your communities and to the world at large. The world that lies ahead of you offers unbelievable opportunities to take your creative, innovative ideas and put them into action. But you will also face challenges that will require taking a different kind of action. There's an old saying, don't change horses midstream. In other words, stay on a steady course. But that became impossible for all of us in March of 2020 when the pandemic invaded our lives. For those of you in the class of 2020, your time at Becker was uprooted. Residence halls closed, learning shifted to remote, athletic seasons ended abruptly. For the class of 2021, there was no longer a normal college environment for you to return to. I know that every person here today has experienced the profound impact of COVID. I look out on a sea of masked faces and socially distanced seating and reflect on past commencements when students would process in together, hug their friends, and enjoy a close-knit gathering. But the world we are experiencing is not just about COVID. What this pandemic did was shine a spotlight on so many issues that have plagued us as a nation. Deep poverty and economic inequality, food insecurity, racial and social injustice, and deep political divides. 2 years ago at commencement, I said, "You are, unfortunately, living in a time in which others are harshly judged and criticized for their politics, religion, gender, color of their skin, and beliefs. It's truly sobering that I can convey these same sentiments now. But there is hope. The eloquent and fervent voices raised by those who participated in the Black Lives Matter marches following the killing of George Floyd and so many others were loud and clear and have sparked more engaged dialogue and involvement. Yet racial injustice cannot be resolved by this one trial. No verdict can undo what has been done. I urge you to be steadfast in your commitment to eliminating racial inequalities and be an active and dedicated participant in racial healing in our country. No matter where your path takes you, it is vital that you serve as a role model and a catalyst for doing what is right, to create and contribute to building a just and equitable community. Do not let the problems of the world overwhelm you. Let problems lead you to solutions. Have the courage to follow your heart and conviction. Live with honor and dignity. Lead with authenticity and integrity. Respect others and all of life. You can be a new force for change in this world. You can be the one who makes your voice heard. You can be the one who brings about change. You can be the one who stands up and speaks out. You are our future. During your time at Becker, you have learned the core values and what it means to be agile. Do not leave these behind. Let them become part of all you do. They will not only make you a successful person, they'll make you a good person. Hunter Rawlings, former president of the Association of American Universities, has said, and I quote, "Genuine education is not a commodity. It is the awakening of a human being," end quote. So be awake in all that you do and use your voice and your actions to awaken others. I am confident that each of you will find your voice and will not stand idly back. You will be the ones who change our world for the better. On March 29th, a very close friend sent me this quote from an unknown author, and I've included this in several responses to students' emails after that day. And I quote, "Whenever you find yourself doubting how far you can go, just remember how far you have come. Remember everything that you have faced, all the battles that you have won, and all the fears that you've overcome," end quote. You have come so far and overcome so much, and you have not only succeeded, but you did so under the most challenging circumstances in modern history. Remember how far you have come, and have that propel you towards your next goal. I see nothing but shining stars and bright futures. And so, this is farewell, and we wish you all the greatest success. Thank you.
Thank you, President Crimmen. Please note that I will be reading the names of those graduates who could not be in attendance this afternoon after the graduates and their guests have processed out of the arena. Before we close today's ceremonies, I would just like to remind guests to my right who entered through the east exits that you will be exiting through those same exits directly behind you onto Major Taylor Boulevard. The guests to my left who came in on the west side, you will exit through the exits directly behind you out onto Commercial Street. If all goes well, the graduates will process out. The group to my right will exit right out onto Major Taylor Boulevard to meet up with their families. The graduates to my left will exit out onto Commercial Street to meet with their families. Graduates and your guests, this concludes the commencement ceremony for the class of 2020 and the class of 2021. At this time, I would ask the graduates to please stand. Members of the audience, please rise and remain in your assigned area as the graduates process out.